Are we recording?
Oh, I went ahead and hit it. I couldn't miss that
potty.
right there, man. All right, you fellas ready to knock into this thing?
Yeah.
Everybody got a mic? Well, we're going to have to pass around a little bit. My
Yeah,
thing
we'll
only
pass
holds
it.
3. But how are you fellas doing, man?
Okay, it's fine.
Very well, very well. We just arrived from Virginia here in Athens, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Feeling good. Feeling pretty fresh because we got to stay at Becca's dad's in Charlotte on the way.
Yeah.
And so that helps.
He
with the
has a
drive.
hot tub.
Ooh, little
He made
hot
us
tub
breakfast
action?
pizza too.
Yeah.
Pizza. That's elite, man. Well, good to see y'all. Thank y'all for giving me some of your time. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I know these are busy days for y'all, man. Y'all road dogging it all the time, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that been going? Pretty good?
Pretty good. Pretty good. You know, we're hanging in there.
Yeah, hanging in there. Looks like y'all doing great, man. Let's go around the thing and you guys introduce yourself to the camera for the people that don't know y'all. Name,
the camera.
occupation in the band, maybe age, whatever you guys want to throw in there right quick. If that's
Okay,
cool.
my name is Lewis. I'm 28. I play guitar and sing and frontman rhythm guitar mostly.
Love it.
My name is Brian. I am 129 years old, and I play bass.
He's a Dunedain.
Hey, I'm
Check
Ryan.
and make sure it's flashing red back there. I just want to make sure he records. Sorry, I panicked in my mind. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Look at
great.
me go. Thank you.
Hey,
All right, go ahead.
I'm Ryan. I play the drums. I'm 30, and I play the drums.
Love it, Ryan. Love it.
Hey, I'm Jake. Nice to meet you. And I'm 24. My birthday's next week. And I play saxophone and keyboards and sing a little bit.
Love it. Young fella in the band right there.
Hey, I'm Ben Lederberg. I play the electric guitar, and I have about 3 weeks left in the 27 Club.
Love it, man. Good for you. You made it.
Well, I'm saying
Almost.
man. I got
He's got 3 weeks.
try and end it within the
That's why
next 2
I
weeks.
said-
Go
that's
down
why-
as a legend.
That's why I said we're hanging in there because we got to make sure Ben gets to 28.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. How long has this group been playing together? Has the lineup ever been different? Surely you guys have been through some members. How many? Has this? Or has it always been like this?
The band started almost 10 years ago now.
10 years ago?
Yeah,
Wow.
10 years
Congratulations.
last April, or this coming April it'll be 10 years.
I always
but-
thought it was 9.
I think it's
When did
10.
we start? What's the date?
You always thought it was 9, but
From year one, he thought it was 9.
I consider it spring of 2013.
And that'll be 10 years in this spring.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
Like
making
April.
it 10 years is an accomplishment, man. Good
pretty-
for y'all.
it's pretty
man.
wild.
Good for y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
This lineup, though, what, five years? 6 years?
Wow.
End of 2016. Yeah.
Okay. That's impressive, man. Grant, how many shows do you guys think you've hit in that range? Somewhere in the 400s? Like more?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
At
Jeez.
least 100 shows a year.
Big time.
100 shows a year.
From-
500, 600, something like that. That's crazy, man. 100 shows every year?
1,000.
We're probably getting close to 1,000,
Last year was
Wow,
111
man.
shows.
if not more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for y'all, man. So I love the whole like Road Dog Virginia's for Lovers tour idea. I feel like that's a great idea. It's the second one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the second annual Kendall Street is for Lovers tour. This year we're hitting Blacksburg every Tuesday night, Harrisonburg every Wednesday night, Charlottesville every Thursday
Yeah,
night,
at the
Hampton
Southern, right?
Roads at the Southern.
Okay. Where are you hitting in Blacksburg?
The Milk Parlor.
Oh, I've never been there. Cool spot?
Used to be the Sycamore Deli. If you heard of that spot.
I don't
It
think so.
changed, yeah. And what was it before the Sycamore Deli? It had another name, didn't it?
Somebody was telling me recently, but I'd never known.
Yeah.
Somebody who went to Virginia Tech like 10 years ago said
Used to be
that
called something else, yeah.
it was a different name.
It's funny
Steel
that those,
Shipments Parlor.
Maybe 15 years
Your
ago.
sources remain unnamed.
It was the den.
I have a source, but
Well,
I
what-
can't remember what he told me.
What makes you guys want to play these venues so many times in a row? Like, is it like you're tired of driving long distances kind of thing? Is like, oh, we can keep it in Virginia, make this exciting, or is it like we just fucking love playing in Virginia? What's
It's a cash grab, man.
it's a cash grab? It's all about the money.
No,
That was a
gaff.
Jokes.
No, it's nice to just get to tour around your state. We do a lot of touring. Like we went out to California over the summer. You know, Colorado, Texas. We do a lot of long distance touring.
Okay.
And it's nice, especially in February when you might not, you know, like January and February are kind of like, you know, less ideal times to tour. And so it's nice to just be able to come play the home state.
Yeah.
And
Sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, no hotels. Love that.
yeah,
And the music industry is still kind of asleep in January. You know what I mean, right? Like we're still holiday mode, kind of, right?
for sure.
Love that. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. And it starts in February, right? So you guys haven't technically started it.
Yeah, it's all February long.
Well,
Okay.
technically it starts January 31st this year.
There's a pre-party.
We added the pre-party this year.
Interesting. Can you push that mic thing in a little more? It keeps doing a little jangly thing. You know what I'm talking about? Now talking to it.
Is that good? Check.
Beautiful.
Here,
Love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Look at that crisp
So in
voice
case you
there.
missed that, the 31st January, yeah. Also in Blacksburg, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a Tuesday, so we
Okay.
felt it was be like it'd be weird to start in the middle of the like unit of
Yeah.
5, you know, like. Yeah.
What do you mean unit of 5? I mean
Like
like
the 5 days in a row, like the Blacksburg, Harrisonburg, Charlottesville, Virginia Beach, Richmond, like order, like that's
Okay.
like the order.
The first day's a
Gotcha.
Wednesday.
The first day's a
Yeah,
Wednesday.
I
So
get what
we
you
wanted
mean.
to
Get you
start
mean.
on Tuesday, so we could go Tuesday through Saturday.
Gotcha. Love
5
it.
weeks in a row, plus
Love
the
it.
last Tuesday.
4 weeks.
4 weeks in a row, plus the last Tuesday.
Lined up perfectly last year.
Love it.
Part of the inspiration for it.
Huh? Tour routing 101. Love it. So like being from Charlottesville, you guys originally from there, like it's the whole group from there, are you guys all from different spots?
We're from different spots. Ben and I are from Virginia Beach. Brian, Jake, and Ryan are from Nova. We all met at UVA.
Okay, cool. All students? At the time when you met, I suppose?
Northern Virginia, for those of you not.
Oh yeah.
Nova, dude.
Nova Scotia.
They're from Nova.
And being from Charlottesville, I mean, Charlottesville, what is the music scene like that? I've only been up there twice, do Crochet Pizza. Like, tell me a little bit more about just being from Charlottesville and being a band from there, if you don't mind. Anybody wants to take that?
I mean, it's got a great music scene. A lot of us were very involved with the music program at the University of Virginia when we were there, and some of the professors there are really world-class jazz musicians. You wouldn't think Charlottesville's a jazz town, but there's a lot of great jazz there.
Really?
But also, just there's so many. Really, it's kind of an entertainment town. There's a lot of bars, and a lot of those bars have music. There's a lot of venues. You actually get big touring acts that come through Charlottesville, which isn't the same for a lot of college towns or smaller areas. So you get exposure to all sorts of different genres and styles of music through the music program, through the bars.
Is it just a music program or is it music business? You know what I mean?
It's kind of just a generalized music program. There is some music business. There are some music business classes you can take. They actually have an entire business school as well.
Okay.
But it's a little bit of composition, a little bit of performance,
Yeah.
a little bit of just everything.
And it seems like the vibe of the
History,
town,
yeah.
it has its own little vibe, you know, like a little hidden mountain music town kind of vibe to me, from the 2 times I've been there. So correct me if I'm wrong there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think the student body's really into it too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, being a huge population factor in the town, like it's a relatively small city,
Okay.
you know, comparatively. So the students occupy like a large portion of the music goers, especially for like Crozet Pizza, like you said.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's like a historied place for this band.
Is it?
Like a lot
Got
of
some
their
good
like
Crochet stories?
early biggest shows were there.
Yeah.
I don't really remember the first time I played Crozet with you guys, but that's probably for the best, you know.
I don't remember a lot of the times we played Crozet.
It was like right as Crozet Pizza opened on the corner, which is the like little college bar strip.
Yeah.
That was where, Crozet is like a little town that's like 20 minutes outside of Charlottesville.
I've noticed that on our way in, kind of. I'm like, all right,
and
so Crozet's actually a place
It's
that's
like right
not
at the base of the
Charlottesville.
mountains. It's
Yeah.
real pretty. But the original Crozet Pizza was out there.
Gotcha.
Got on some national write-ups for being great pizza, and then they
Nat
opened
Geo.
it. Yeah, Nat Geo called it like the
What?
best pizza in the
In
country.
the world.
Yeah, in the
Dude,
world.
it is good. The current location is good pizza. I like it. I like it.
So that was a super hype train for a while there.
So, like, when you guys are just coming together as Kendall Street Company, you guys, like, what are some spots you frequent? I'm assuming Crozet Pizza, right? Like, what are the go-to Charlottesville spots?
Yeah, Crozet Pizza. We did Crozet Pizza during Midsummers once.
Yeah, I've heard that's crazy, by
It's
the way.
crazy.
Is it?
It was crazy, yeah.
Love that.
And then we did a Grateful Dead tribute show there.
That was the second one. First, we did the Santana.
No, opposite.
Yeah,
guys did a
Grateful Dead and
Santana
then
one?
Santana tribute.
Sick.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
We learned Abraxas front to back.
Really?
Yeah, we learned, Abraxas. It was really, really rewarding, I think, for us as musicians at that point in time.
one of the hardest things we'd
That's
done.
impressive.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. Love that. So any other Charlottesville spots, like, or is that pretty much it? Like just kind of like the fraternity scene, I assume. Like,
Yeah, Miller's is the bar.
Miller's downtown, right?
That's where jazz every Thursday night. That's amazing. We've been there and saw Kamasi Washington sit in with the jazz band, and just really good times. But Dave Matthews used to be the bartender there.
Sick,
There's
man.
a lot of story and history in that spot.
Well, love that, man. You guys have really been putting the hours in. It seems like, 100 shows a year. That's no easy number there. And it seems like you really worked yourself up into like this early to mid festival slot kind of band. How have you guys enjoyed that lately? Getting on some of these nicer slots or festivals where you guys vibe really kills.
It's been fucking awesome. Peach Fest, we're really stoked for.
Yeah.
It'll be our first time playing Peach Fest.
Okay, where's that at? Is that Atlanta?
This is Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Sick. Nice.
Yeah. Duh.
Duh. Love it. Yeah. How do you guys feel like you fit in those sort of festivals? Has it been pretty easy, or is it like kind of like a different ball game than like headlining something like Georgia Theater tonight? Like, what's it been like for you guys?
I feel like we're still trying to prove that we can keep up with the big dogs.
Yeah.
And so far, it seems to slowly but surely, I think people are catching on.
Yeah. Well, good for y'all, man. What do you mean catching on? Just like crowds knowing the songs, like the vibe working out, the energy being right, all of the
that
above.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is like if you look us up on Spotify, like you get like a lot of our older music, which works for some festival slots, but like doesn't really portray us as our live show too well. I don't think anymore.
Yeah.
So I think like playing these festivals, if you have looked us up and never heard of us, and you heard like our top hit Cars, like it doesn't sound like the live show. Like you might get that in the live show, but we do special things specifically with that song to like make it fun every time people see us. We have a lot of humor and like aspects of that.
I noticed that in the bio. I've never actually seen you guys, so like, excuse me if I'm a little half hipped here. You know, I want to meet you guys and everything, but like I noticed the humor. It was like funk rock humor jam or something. I was like, that's kind of a new aspect.
Yeah,
what
we
does
like to
that mean?
keep it conversational on stage. I think we all have vocal mics.
Every single one of you?
Yeah, every single one of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all will either talk or chat, or we all sing at some point, right?
Okay.
But a lot of it's just like be able to converse for the audience. Like we're like having a funny conversation like in front of the audience.
Okay,
That's how I
interesting.
kind of see it. As
I could
somebody
see you
who's
guys
like
being good at that.
mid-range participant, it's mostly those two who go at it on stage.
We like to be silly.
And we chip in every now and then, the rest of us.
Yeah. Well, love that.
I think it's just important to, as Colonel Bruce Hampton said, you take the music seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously.
Ooh, love that.
I thought that was Colonel Mustard.
I think it's Colonel Sanders is who we're thinking of. I'm just kidding.
Is that all the colonels?
That's all the
That's
colonels.
popcorn kernels.
Elvis is Colonel. Does he count?
Oh yeah.
The colonels.
Well, see, I think that's cool though, because like every band you see has the like 4 genre description. It's like jam, math, rock, psychedelic. But like the humor was the thing that was like that's different. Has that been important to you guys? Kind of.
Thank you. I came up with that bio. You're talking about Instagram bio, right?
Yeah.
I felt pretty proud of that shit.
Let's
actually.
go, dude.
Oh, sorry,
Go,
I didn't mean to
bro.
curse. My bad, Mom.
No, curse away, man. Curse away. Encouraged.
Thank you. You're the first person who's ever said that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I mean it, dude. I see a lot of them that are like super. I hate to say boring. I'm not hating, but like generic. This one was like that. The humor part of it was like, oh shit, that's different. You know what I mean? So cool. Very cool. Is that like? You guys like work that into your show? Is it like scripted kind of stuff, like certain jokes, or it's like all off the cusp?
It's really off the cuff, but we do sometimes. We have kind of bits that come together that we sort of improv and do a little bit differently time to time. Sometimes it's in the songwriting process. Some of our songs are just inherently kind of sillier or funnier. That we do write a lot of serious stuff as well.
Okay.
And then other times it's just like totally situational.
Love that.
Ad-libbing with back and forth with an audience kind of thing.
Yeah, a certain part of that can't be scripted too hard, right? Or it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, none of it is really scripted.
Cass's house is scripted.
No, it's not. Dude.
That's real.
Sorry, the idea, the premise is scripted. The premise.
It's a bit, yeah, but it's improvised, and we all like bond over humor, and so I feel like that just kind of came out of us. Like we get back from we get to hotels at night and watch South Park, and
Love it.
we get back from the hotel, watch South Park, get to the venue, watch South Park.
Right after this,
It came out of our bondage.
I've been the one that's been doing the the write-ups of our live shows that we release on Nugs. And,
I haven't seen that. Is that like the bio for it, kind of? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, kind of. We're not able to post that on Nugs, unfortunately, but we're doing the same concept on our website.
Yeah.
And related to that, I was going to say every single show I listen through, and I take a quote that somebody said,
Yeah.
whether it was an audience member or one of us, and I put it in the top in bold, and it's different every single time. What I think is the funniest moment of the show.
Do you have a favorite one? I wish I'd have checked these out before.
The most recent one that I liked was just "Have My Babies, Brian."
I think that might have been Blacksburg, but I'm not sure.
Was that
Do
you?
remember?
I think it was the crowd.
That was DC Turkey Jam.
Oh, DC
Yeah,
Turkey.
yeah.
Yeah, we have
DC
crowd mics up there, so we record every show.
Okay.
That we got on Nugs last year. That was like a big
Congratulations.
Big step for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
thank
huge.
you.
That's huge, man.
And then we have been putting the multi-tracks on our website as well.
Okay.
Which is like you can be a free member or you can like subscribe, and it's kind of like a Patreon aspect thing. Like you get like lesson things as well as multi-tracks and access to like our studio downloads and all that stuff.
Very cool.
If you don't have Nugs for whatever reason, like if the same stuff is also on Nugs. But I was gonna say the descriptions. Yeah, I just wanted to double down on that. I thought that was really funny. We've been posting those on Instagram too. So like when we announce like new Nug shows, in the caption, it's like a way to make the set list more interesting, right? Because you can like just paste the set list, and like if people don't know the names of the songs, or if they're just like not, a lot of the songs we play are not released, like in the average live show, like released studio wise.
Like recently written or like covers that are.
It really depends. Like,
We've got such a giant backlog right now.
I bet after 10 years of 100 shows, man. Gee, yeah, I bet.
we playing catch up. Yeah,
I think we have something like 110-ish released original recordings, and we probably have 60-ish tracks that are either unreleased or we don't have any plans to record, but we'll sometimes play live. Yeah. I mean, a good portion of those songs that are released, we don't even know how to play anymore. Stuff.
Is that kind of weird for you guys? Like the older you get as a band, like you've got albums with songs you like on it, and the set is just not long enough for you guys to be able to play everything you like, or stuff has gotten stale. It's not really a big deal. You just move along with the times.
I think a lot of the things we play move through kind of phases where we like playing it a lot, and then we put it on a lot of sets, and then we put it on a lot fewer sets, and then sometimes something we don't play for a year or two, and we'll actually we do these rehearsal sessions, and we'll go back and we'll actually relearn stuff that we played before. We might even change a couple things about it, doing because we grow as musicians and as people, and our tastes change, so we might do things in a different way.
It's interesting.
But we also might play the same song 2 shows in a row and do it completely differently, something to keep fresh, which is something that we're excited about with that the February tour really enables us to do, playing in the same markets over and over again.
You can't just hit the same set every night, right? You're playing the same venue as last week, right?
We specifically try to keep it distinct between the weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And has Nugs kind of helped you guys kind of like get some of those, I guess, ideas out there, like without like recording a cover of whatever There She Goes or something, you can put it out on Nugs, and people dig that or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah, you guys have liked that so far?
Yeah, dude. And there's things that happen on stage, like what was it, Friday Never Ends? Like we did that in Dallas. Like that song, just somebody said Friday Never Ends on stage, and then we made this like
emo
Friday never ends.
Really funny. What's that in the link?
Yeah, it's good.
Really?
But it's
Okay.
been great being able to put the shows on Nugs, and they're on our website too.
Yeah.
And the Peach Nut Gallery, that's Ben's descriptions. They're his recaps of the shows are great. Those are on our website. So if you have Nugs, check the shows out or go to our website for a low cost subscription.
Love that. Y'all do that. Well,
Either $4 or $8. It's great. low.
well worth it. Well worth it.
Or more.
Low cost.
We could do 12, whatever you
up
guys want.
No
Yeah.
hidden fees. All the money proceeds goes to us.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's good stuff.
Is it like hard? I assume you have to like apply for Nugs, right? That's not like a thing you can just like, put us on Nugs. Like, here's our MP3s, right? Like, you have to be like established and like a catalog of multi-tracks, right?
Yeah, I wish it was MP3s. It's actually FLACs, and you have to make two
What?
kinds of FLACs. You have to make FLAC 16s
Ooh.
and FLAC 24s. You know what I mean, right?
Ew.
So thankfully, Lewis handles that for the business.
Yeah.
It's a hassle.
Is it?
But yeah,
I bet.
There's this guy in a yellow coat that you have to find in San Francisco to get on Nugs.
In a yellow
you get on the
coat?
corner.
Okay.
He's got a yellow raincoat.
Okay.
And you got to find him.
Yeah.
And you follow him around until he brings you to the big Nugs factory.
the Promised
He only
land.
intakes floppy disks, actually. too.
I hate that, man. I got-
Nest.
The Nugs nest. Well, I mean, what makes you guys, before that, were you guys multi-tracking every show? Surely not.
Zoom.
Oh, we did Zoom for a couple years, like just the portable recorders.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
No, we got right now. Yeah. So we did that, but like the inconsistency of being able to set it up, like,
Okay.
is frustrating, like from an artistic standpoint, because it won't sound the same, and then it's hard to process. Like things will go wrong, like people will hit it or knock it over, like.
And you don't have enough tracks, right? That kind of stuff, right?
And it like, we were also trying to solve like the monitoring problem, so now we have in-ears.
Ooh, nice.
And with the in-ear rack, we're able to multi-track at the same time, so that was like 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Yeah.
So we've got like at least 2 years of Zoom recordings.
Really?
That sound like a Zoom, but you know, they exist.
They'll make it to the website at some point.
Yeah, they'll definitely make it to the website. Those probably won't make it on Nugs. But
interesting. So that's kind of like the, I hate to say like jam band kind of thing to do, but it's like you guys like bulk live shows out there in the world, right? Is that like a thing that you guys have like wanted to do?
Yeah, a lot of live shows. Yeah, we put them all. Most of them. I mean, we put most of the shows out there. If there's no a recording failure.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also like a processing, you know, issue. Like we have to be able to actually like mix it and do it and cut it up. So it takes time, you know, and it's us. It's the band members doing that. So.
Yeah, there's no team doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
It's been nice to get just that amount of stuff out in the world, because I do, you know, as we were kind of saying before, I think that just being able to listen to what we do live on stage, you know, I mean, I think I love our studio stuff too, and I think we're prolific in the studio and whatnot, but like the band started as just playing live as much as we could, and so I think that people having the opportunity to hear the change from day to day of shows and just how every set list is a little bit different, just the antics, the funny stuff. I think it's good for people to kind of get what we're really doing here.
Yeah, man,
good content.
Awesome. And if you got Spotify, you can check out our Relic set. We did a live at the Relic Studio in New York.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's on Spotify. Yeah. So if you listen to that and you love it, then go to our website. And then there's like a ton of shows like that
$8.
on the website. Yeah. $4 or $8, low price.
I just did like 16 mixes like right before we came down here.
Really?
So like now it's Lewis's turn to work on those, but we got a lot more coming. Yeah,
love that, man. Exciting.
But also, if you don't like it, if you don't like the Relic show, that's okay. There's a bunch of shows that aren't like the Relic show as well. So whether you like or don't like the Relic show, you should go to our website and subscribe for $4 or $8
and buy merch probably.
Definitely. The Relic show was a live stream on Twitch.
Really?
Yeah. So there was no audience, no live audience. It was, but we do interact. We could like see the chats coming in.
Yeah. Okay.
So there'd be like Gandor, the dark elf, and we'd be like, they'd like post something in the chat, and we'd kind of respond to that stuff.
I don't know if I should say this on the interview or not, but that's my ex-girlfriend. So
really?
Yeah, that was my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. She was the dark elf. Yeah, because we played Skyrim together a lot, and it was like a good thing. Yeah. She was like, I bet he'll never get this one, and then clearly Skyrim related. Yeah.
Easy done.
But the subscription levels too are depending on what kind of access you want. You know what I mean? So $4 is like is just feed
the base
pics.
model.
We have the $69 option too.
Yeah,
but you have to hit us up personally for that.
Yeah.
$4
is just feet pics, and $8 is pretty much anything you want.
You'd say like the website is similar to what other website?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, of course.
It's the OnlyFans for bands.
Yes,
OnlyFans.
that makes sense. Nugs, OnlyFans.
Yeah, like the other day, I put up a couple vids of me practicing
with his instrument,
playing like
putting
stroking.
The hours in.
I was teaching.
Stroking
I
your
was
instrument.
teaching the audience.
Stroke that thing, cuzzo.
I was instructing, giving a little instructional video on how to play cars.
Ah, okay.
And so I was, plucking and pulling,
Stroking.
and just teaching.
Only bands.
If you guys want to learn how to play
Educating.
cars, go check it out. Subscribe, right?
Yeah, there's cars. There's Lady in Green up there.
Yeah.
So
All the hits.
as we get inspired to like, and there's also like stuff that is longer than we'd want to put on Instagram or something.
Yeah.
Or, like we put up a 20-minute video of Jake teaching me because he made it for me because he was like, here's how you make the Nugs covers, our album covers.
check out the Nugs covers. They have like
I
specific
will.
theme to them.
I will. I didn't know that.
So there's a video and he made it and it's like just kind of Bob Rossi in a way. He's like blazed and just like being like, oh yeah, so you're gonna want to like do this.
I'm like
and,
trying to hold the camera while I'm like really close to my computer screen too, so it comes in. It's really funny.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
so that's a 20-minute video on a crash course. Yeah, it's up.
That's up there.
It's up. You got to be a VIP though to see that.
You gotta be VIP, man.
We don't give away the secrets on how you make the covers, because once you see them, like you'll know what I mean.
You'll know.
Do you have it on your phone? I'd love to glance at one. Any easy accessible?
Does somebody have Instagram?
I've got Nugs.
I want to see it, man. Give me the walkthrough. But like, I guess what I'm asking about it is like,
Here, I'll show you the website.
show me both. How does it like the bulk content thing is kind of like a very band of you guys vibe, like specific thing, you know, like certain rock bands that are just rock bands aren't like putting every set out. Do you know what I mean?
Well, they're putting on the same shows every night.
Every night, right?
Every fucking night of the tour, it's the same shit. Who wants to hear that 10 times?
Is it important for you guys to change the set, I assume, frequently?
Yeah, I mean, every
Pretty
night
obviously,
it's different.
suppose. Yeah.
Every night it's different. I'll write a list of songs out, and then we'll go on stage and play that list of songs, but not in order. It won't be in an order. It's unordered. It's just
unordered?
an unordered list.
It's like a call list.
I feel like that's weird, man.
It's
Isn't it a little weird?
Well, it's this hybrid between like we were like, oh, let's not do set lists, right? Because we were like, oh, we want to be able to feel the audience
crowd,
and like what's going on stage and ourselves, and then we were like, all right, well, that's too disorganized. There's like too many songs that we
Too
have
much
to
downtime. With
too
that.
much downtime, like too much
Panicking
trying
in
to
between
decide
songs, like, what's
What's
next?
next?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
And then we were like, all right, we'll do strict set lists. And then we were like, all right, well, this sucks because like sometimes people want to play different shit, or you know, people we're getting like people keep yelling Marty like over and over again, and it's like, dude, come on. But like also like, yeah, I do want to play Marty for you
later,
you know.
later.
So then we decided, all right, we'll go with the list. We'll just write a list out, and we don't play all the songs. Generally, it'll be like just a little bit too long for the length of the set.
Okay.
And then we'll have a little bit of leeway and leverage, and sometimes we'll play off the list too. But you know, at least gives everybody a chance to like wrap their head around what content we're gonna be performing that night.
That's wild. I've never heard of it done like that.
Instead of it just being like
smooth transition, everything, same thing as last night.
Sure.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So I mean, you'll hear that, you know, in the songs and in the sets. Like, there's definitely a sense of like, oh, what's next sometimes. But also other times we're able to like move to the next thing very fluidly and have it be totally improvised.
Interesting. So like off the cusp kind of thing, like very natural, like transition sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is it ever challenging for you guys though, in the sense of like, I don't know, maybe if you're not in the zone, because obviously that's going to happen some nights, you know, is it like, damn, I just wish we had a list right now, you know, like something's not clicking kind of, or is it usually pretty easy?
Sometimes.
I mean,
You guys seem like pretty easygoing guys.
We wanna make it so we never feel like we need to phone it in, because you know it is pretty nice that we're
Okay.
you know playing our instruments, and it's a pretty good job.
Pretty good gig,
pretty
man.
good job.
Did you have something you would say?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, not everybody has to be the decision maker every night. Like, that's the beauty of it, you know. Like, if I'm not feeling it, like somebody else will pick it up, like, and like make the decision on the next track. Or if like Lewis isn't feeling it, like then we can like step in and like be like this or that. We have recently added 2 stage talkback mics so that only we can hear in our own ears.
Okay. So you're talking to each other kind of
so
vibe?
that we can like quickly like say things or like call things or suggest ideas. Yeah.
But part of what's great about having that list of songs to pull from, though, is that people sort of know what's on the docket more or less. And because of that, sometimes we cue things by just somebody starts playing something, a riff or a callback, or they change the chord progression slightly to something else, and you immediately hear, oh, that's this song, or that's that song. So that's where we're going now.
Interesting. That's very cool you guys do that, man. I've never heard of that. That's wild. Usually people either have the list or at least some of it in order, you know, like with some loose spots. But the whole thing being a loose spot, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I will put out there, like, finding like a good 2 songs to start with, and then like deciding like maybe what you want to encore with. Like, I think that helps like bookend.
Yeah. Like guidelines kind
And
of.
you're
maybe
going to
thing.
start, we're going to get there, but like, how do we get there? That's to be decided.
As somebody who's never seen you guys show, unfortunately, but tonight is the night. Look, let's go.
Tonight's the night, baby.
How would you describe you guys' show to somebody that never seen you? Like, what's the vibe goal?
Right.
There we go.
Fucking kick ass, bro.
So sick.
It's extremely loud.
Definitely wear earplugs. It all shows.
Yes.
It all shows.
That's just good advice.
We do keep. I mean, we're not like crazy blow it up loud, but a lot of
Distortion.
venues are really loud, and your ears are really important.
Yeah.
Like I have tinnitus, and so you know the ringing never stops, and you should have earplugs or headphones of some sort that you could bring to shows. We do think safety is very important here at KS Corp.
Get yourself a pair of KS Corp earplugs.
We've always got foam earplugs at the merch stand. So
$6.99 a pair.
I think we'll give them away for free because we care genuinely.
Man, good for y'all. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I guess. Well,
I was just going to say Brian's new solo project is going to be The Ringing Never Stops. Avant-garde solo project where it's just high-pitched ringing. He's like, this is what I hear every day, all the time.
It's very classy.
It never stops. It never fucking stops.
I think like an important aspect of our live show is also like really fun covers.
Yeah. I've heard that about you guys.
We'll be inspired by... I mean, I'd like to tell you what we're inspired by, but it's really random.
Anything from Marty Robbins to Miley Cyrus.
Ooh,
yeah. We were working on some Miley Cyrus during soundcheck today, We recently covered Avant Gardener by Courtney Barnett. We went and saw her together at Browns Island in Richmond, and we played the after party for that. So, like, let that inspire us.
Is it hard for you guys to pick covers, as a whole? Like, the ones you're all excited about, or it's pretty easy?
It can be hard to cut the list down. To what you can actually accomplish, you know.
Interesting.
It's kind of like whoever puts the work in to make the arrangement and learn it and show everybody how to do it. Like that, we generally will play it if it's good,
Lewis doesn't mean Alanis Morissette.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, which Alanis song?
You ought to know.
What?
You ought to know.
Yeah.
Okay,
so wait, that's one of the best ones on Nugs. Actually, that was from our performance at Rooster Walk last year.
Yeah, I've
Rooster
heard of
Walk
that.
Festival.
The Stews played there with you guys, right?
Yeah.
I love those guys.
And I don't know if the Vagabonds did it last year, but they've done it.
Love those guys too. Nice fellas, yeah.
But we played You Ought to Know by
that's sick,
Alanis
dude.
Morissette.
I would love
and
to hear
Ron
that, do that.
Holloway joined us on that.
Really?
On tenor sax, and it
Very
sounds
Banging?
really fire. Yeah.
It was really funny too because Ron Holloway, who's an incredible musician, he had never heard the song.
Yeah, he never heard the song before. He was like, "All right."
He said he had vaguely heard of Alanis Morissette, but he didn't know any of her music, and he was just on stage playing the song.
Yeah, he's like Sonny Rollins' prodigy, or what is the right word? Not prodigy. Protege. Yeah.
Potato.
You were just like, man, it's like 1 to 4, dude. Like 1 to 4.
Yeah. Well, I've heard from you guys. Haven't you guys released a few covers? Let's see. Rocky Raccoon, right? Is that the first cover you guys released?
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Was it the first? It was the
think
first?
so.
Somebody told me to ask you guys about that. What was the motivation
studio
behind
cover.
dropping that as your first studio cover?
Well, we were rolling through Nashville and we were thinking, let's go record something.
Yeah.
And Rocky Raccoon has always been a live favorite of the band. We've been playing it for years and years.
Classic.
And the Beatles are great. And
Pretty good.
So yeah, we decided to go cut that one. And I think it turned out great. And then we've got Fool on the Hill is coming up. That's another Beatles tune. That'll be coming out in March.
Okay.
And we're planning for it to come out in March.
One a year.
The record label, we never know what's going on.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We don't have a record label, but
Yeah, we do.
that makes it extra unorganized.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be coming out in March. The Fool on the Hill, another Beatles tune, and we always say a Beatles tune a year keeps the doctor away.
That's
We
what they say.
also
That's what they
recorded
say.
Fool on the Hill in Nashville.
Yes,
Really?
true.
Different studio, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how many songs in you guys' set list every night are covers? Because you guys are always jazzing up new covers, right? It sounded like you did 2 at practice today. Or when I say practice, I mean sound check. But you know what I mean?
Like 70-30, 70 original, 30 cover.
Cool.
It really
man.
depends on
It might
what
be.
tour it is too. Like because
Yeah.
for the February's for Lovers tour, we lean into the covers a little harder because
Okay.
there's like specific love themed covers that we like
Yeah.
or want to like parody a little bit.
That's cool.
Or that just like don't make as much sense in the set without that context.
Gotcha.
So Shopping for Clothes is one of those. Who does that one?
The coasters.
The Coasters. Yeah, that's a. I actually had never heard of most of the covers that were. Oh, I heard There She Goes.
Yeah. That's
I heard that one, but
classic.
Especially with the February Lovers tour.
Yeah.
It's 20 shows in 28 days, all 2 set shows.
Yeah.
And so some of them can be cover heavy just because we try to keep each
Necessity.
market fresh.
Yeah. The crowd
for
will
all the
appreciate that.
shows.
Yeah.
So we're digging through the repertoire pretty hard.
That's awesome, man. Well, is it tough to pick which ones you want to release? You know what I mean? Because like you've only had a few come out, if that makes sense. But I'm sure you guys have some on Nugs that are just like notorious. You know what I mean? Like for being a popular
Well, that's one of the great things about Nugs, as we've been saying, is that, all the stuff goes up there so you can find all these little ones we've only done a few times, know.
Yeah.
But we do, I don't. We haven't talked too much about it. We focus a lot on original music, so using that recording time to do covers, you do want them to be kind of special or something that we all really like a lot. But it's just kind of come together doing these couple of Beatles tunes. I'm sure we'll be releasing more cover songs in the future. I think part of it is also what do we do as ours? Because it's kind of fun to go out there and just play a cover song for a few shows and have fun with it and learn it kind of the way it goes and play it the way it goes and people enjoy it. But, if we're going to record one and release it, we want it to kind of be making it ours in a way, not stealing the song, of course, but, taking it and doing something that's worthy of a studio release.
Love that, man. Very well put. As for the originals, have you guys got any new material working that you guys have been enjoying playing? What's everybody's favorite song to play right now live? You guys enjoying anything?
Well, let me handle that first question real quick.
Let's do it.
That ties it into what Brian was just saying. So the other cover that we play,
the other Beatles one, correct?
It's not another Beatles one. It's the Grateful Dead cover.
Okay.
Is Eyes of the World, and we reharmonized it pretty drastically.
It's almost not a cover.
But it uses the same lyrics, so I don't know what that qualifies as. And it uses aspects like thematic elements of the original are incorporated in the new one.
That's interesting, man.
So that's like the lead single off our next studio album.
And is it already recorded?
It's already recorded. It's already mastered. Everything. We're just waiting for the right time to drop that, baby.
That darned label.
Yeah.
That darn label, man.
Getting on it. Yeah.
We do have a label. What is Yes Records?
What is Yes Records?
If only a name.
I might have let the registration on that lapse.
If you're hearing it, don't buy it right now.
What's everybody else's favorite song to play right now? I'd love to know individually what you guys are loving live.
Let's see. I was gonna just pull up a little list here.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Things that we. We've got all the song lists.
Okay, can I glance
We've
over?
got all the song lists in this document called Song List for Tonight.
Okay, nice.
And it's the same every night, right? You know what I mean? It's the same document.
It's ironic.
That's what you mean.
It's a different list, same document. So we've got tonight. We won't spoil what's on for tonight.
Yeah, we can't tell them.
Last night we had Eyes of the World, which is like a parody, but it's not a parody. It's kind of like a reverse. Who's the famous parody artist?
Weird Al.
It's like a reverse Weird Al Yankovic, where the harmony is all different and the words are the same.
Haven't thought about it like that.
Interesting.
We dropped the third verse on that one though.
We did.
It's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Then we got Becca's Dad. I like playing that one. Laura's pretty good. That one's always fun because we get to yell a lot. Yeah. And there's this little thing where it goes, "Sorry about the." You guys ready? Sorry about the cobbler, Laura.
Wait,
that's not.
Wait, yeah, isn't it? Sorry about the cobbler, Laura.
Oh, I was third. My bad. We're out of order. Usually Ben's over there.
You don't even care about it. You don't even care about it. Sorry about the cobbler, Laura.
Sorry about the cobbler, Laura.
Sorry about the cobbler, Laura.
It's not about the cobbler pieces. It's not about the cobbler pieces. It's not about the cobbler pieces. Yeah.
I'm going to clip that right there, you guys. I'm going to clip that and just post that. That Kendall Street podcast is here, you guys. Go see him live.
But see, the thing is, it's not about the cobbler.
Okay, it's not.
You know what I mean?
No, I
don't.
don't.
Not at all.
But it is about the cobbler.
Discreetly about the cobbler or no?
Well, the thing is, the cobbler is just one small example of numerous fuck ups.
Okay.
Hundreds. Numerous terrible fuck ups.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it's a song about relationships,
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
And it's
give and take.
It's give and take. It's it's the forgetfulness.
Yeah.
Not that he forgot about the cobbler. He's like, oh, I'm sorry about the cobbler, but it's really forgetting. The forgetfulness is what did it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Kind of, sort of. I'm somewhat with you.
Yeah.
Somewhat with you. But great explanation.
Thank you.
Somebody
Becca's
told me to
Dad's
ask
been a
about
good one
this
for me to
Cats
play.
song. I thought somebody was fucking with me, man.
Cats at the House.
Yeah. Because I put a post in, like, there's this Athens Jam Ham group me. I was like, yo, Kendall Street podcast this week. What should I ask him? Somebody was just like, Cat's in the house or whatever. I was like, are you fucking with me or is that a thing? Because I've never seen you guys or whatever.
Yeah.
So any details on that?
It's real. It's a real song. It's real. It's really good.
Is it released? I don't think I saw it in the
on
catalog.
Nugs. It's a live, it's a live. We don't know if we'll ever
I want to record
We're
it.
gonna release it.
I want to record.
I don't know if we'll ever do a studio cut.
We recorded it in the studio over a year ago, and we were like, we can't release this.
Why
and
not?
then a year later, we started
because
playing
it was dog shit.
It wasn't really.
Oh my
It wasn't
gosh.
finished in the same way that it's finished now.
It's more complete.
I put on a German accent.
A German accent?
Yeah, so it's like when, and then it starts like when we are going to the dev, and then Brian will ask me,
Was ist die Dave?
yeah, and so that's how the bit starts, and Dave is short for Derev. And we dance bang deep into the day model from dawn until dusk every single day. We dance bang. We drink our ice cream through straws.
Okay.
It's so hot.
I'm about to subscribe to Nugs, man.
It's very hot, yeah. This is the kind of exclusive content that you can get with, this subscription to Nugs. It's very exclusive. The most people, they do not know, they do not know about it. So this is kind of what we talk about. We talk about the Autobahn. We talk about Schnitzel.
The Great War.
That's what we do here at Kendall Street Company. We'll play your wedding. We'll do it.
We actually do have we're thinking about doing a band insurance policy. We'll play your funeral if you pay
Life insurance
life
policy.
insurance policy.
Ooh, how does that work?
You pay $50 a month.
Okay.
And then we will play your funeral
Interesting.
when you die.
For free.
Well, for $50 a month, right?
50 a month. That's it.
For free.
Okay.
When it happens, it's free.
We'll play
Everything
it.
beforehand.
Sounds like a good write-off for the taxes.
Honestly, it seems like it'd be a lot of gigs. If, because
And elder
everybody
age. If
dies.
There's an apocalypse.
We're fucked.
Let me see what other people ask. Somebody said ask about
Or
their song
pandemic.
titles. I was like, what do you mean? Do you guys do weird song titles or something? That's all I said was ask about their song titles. Somebody said, please ask them about Laura, who was sorry about the cobbler and why.
Oh, yeah, we kind of went
We
over
already,
that.
we already answered that, right?
You want to give the slip?
Well, I mean, the real story is that Laura's a very special person to me,
Yeah.
and I was supposed to pick up a pan. I didn't, and it was like we said, it was kind of emblematic of bigger issues
Yes.
that were resolved. The original issue was resolved a long time ago, but I still turned into a song.
Okay. Well, nice.
But Lewis's suggestion.
Good answer. Good answer. Somebody else said, ask him about the absolute banger of a song that's sang entirely in a German accent. I think we covered that too. We covered that too. Can ask Lewis about not wearing shoes.
I never thought Cats in the House would be popular,
Apparently
and
it
that
is,
just
man.
goes to show, what the fuck do I know?
What is Sonny and Damon?
What?
Sonny and
Dayman.
Damon. Yeah.
Dayman?
Fighter of the Night Man.
What is
Champion
that?
of the Sun.
Champion of the Sun.
What is that?
Master of karate and friendship.
Maybe we should have everyone.
No, that's not
Yeah,
Bad, man.
This is
maybe.
from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Ah, okay.
There's like
I
a
haven't seen
whole
much. I haven't
there's
seen
a
much of it.
whole rock opera that they
Huh.
write. and it's
Interesting. I'm out of
Dayman.
touch with it, man. Love it.
But
Well-
we'd throw that in
Huh?
to some of our songs at one point.
You go
in
say
time.
something, man?
I was gonna say I'd never heard of that or a lot of songs when I joined
Yeah.
this band, and so they've showed me a lot. I was just like, what is that? Like why do we keep throwing this in Marty song? Like sometimes, what,
We've
what is
upped his
this?
cultural literacy. Is
Love
how I would
that,
put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I had never heard of Rocky Raccoon before he played it. I thought that was
Yeah.
an original that they did
No,
when I
it's a
first
classic.
joined them, and they were like,
Yeah.
"No, that's a Beatles song," and I was like, "That's weird." Fool in the Hill. We just recorded that last year. Had never heard it before then. I'm outing myself, but yeah, I hadn't done it.
This guy's never heard of the Beatles.
Pretty small band.
Well, they just taught me a lot,
That was
Yeah.
what makes his ideas so fresh, though. Because we're like
Yeah.
the Beatles did that, and he's like, I don't fucking know.
It is a little bit like that. Yeah,
Paul
yeah.
who?
I was the only Gen Z member of the band.
Yeah. I don't think we ever got an answer out of what was you guys' favorite song to play each?
Oh,
If you had to pick one. Just to back up a hair.
well, Lewis, you said Becca's dad right now.
Did you?
yeah.
It's a good
Man,
freaking
that's hard.
question.
I don't know.
Oh, no worries.
Well, in the rehearsal sessions, my favorite, we haven't played it live yet, but it's we wrote a song in the style of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard called Marijuana Time Warp. And it's just way heavier than anything we've done. And I like I like that kind of shit. So I'm excited to finally introduce that one soon.
I'm happy anytime I get to play some King Gizzard drums.
Love it, man.
Always
I bet
good.
you are, man. Sweet. Well, let me ask you. Actually, did you already go?
No, but I mean, for me, it's
too tough.
it changes every day.
Fair
you know?
enough. Fair enough. How about today?
Changes every hour, man. It changes every second. Like by the time I answer the question, it'll already be a different answer.
Fair enough.
An endless answer.
Yeah.
I really like playing 2 songs off of our 2021 album, The Year the Earth Stood Still. I like playing Nanerda
Okay.
because it uses Barry sax, and I play tenor mostly with the
Okay.
band, so it's fun to get that Barry action.
Yeah.
And then also Living on the Bone, I think is a really fun one for me to play.
Love
I
it,
just like
man.
the way it feels. To play it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only gonna ask you guys a few more. I don't want to take too much of your time. I know y'all been driving all day and whatnot.
No, this is
but
fun.
I'm glad you're having a good time, man. Let me ask you this. Somebody told me you guys would enjoy this. Actually, I want to transition into it right quick. You guys are touring 100-something days a year. How much studio time do you guys get in a year? Is it tough to like do both?
It definitely is, especially when you're looking to like record a larger album.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking to record like a 10 or 11 song project, then you need to find time to do that.
A few months, probably. Hopefully,
Ideally
right?
all at once, so
Yeah.
it sounds similar. you
Yeah,
know?
cohesive kind of thing.
Too expensive to do multiple months
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
recording project.
I figure just
these
writing and
days.
everything.
We
Yeah,
do
yeah.
we do like a day a song.
In this
Yeah.
economy,
Basically, that's our pace. You know, we can like really finish recording a song in a day generally.
We've done more, but
Yeah.
that's a comfortable pace.
Yeah.
It's
The
not
song
like
a
get,
day
it's
is
not like Get
comfortable.
Back or anything.
Yeah.
They're forever. But like, all right. So where I'm going with that is like, what would a dream recording session look for you guys? Like, you guys got any studio producer amount of time in mind? Like, surely you guys love being in the stew.
We've been toying with this one for a year, and
Yeah.
I think we might actually have a line of funding coming in for it.
Really?
But I wrote a letter to Dweezil Zappa over a year ago.
Really?
And he was Frank Zappa's son, for
I know
those who...
Dweezil, yeah.
And he seems into the idea, and he sent us like the proposal. Pretty expensive, but
Yeah.
we have a prog rock concept record like already pretty much all written that we're
Really?
looking to go and do with him this summer.
How old is
just lock
Dweezil
the
now?
dates.
Dweezil's got to be
He's
old,
in his
right?
50s, yeah,
Oh,
early
okay,
50s.
that's not that bad. Okay.
Yeah, in
Interesting.
LA.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a dream session in mind, or is that it? for
I've
everybody?
got a dream. It's at this studio in LA.
Which one?
It's at Dweezil Zappa's studio.
Fuck,
Dweezil Zappa has this like epic studio in LA, and he does Dolby Atmos. He's Atmos certified
Really, like 360 thing,
for
right?
sure. Yeah, and
Interesting.
and up and down.
Oh, okay. 780 or 720, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's spherical atmosphere.
Interesting. Like the 8D mixes on YouTube, right?
Yeah. It's similar to like Earth's atmosphere.
Interesting.
So I think that
Gravitational pull
might be
kinda
why
thing?
they call it that.
Okay,
Atmos.
makes sense.
Good point about
So, yeah, that's my dream. Oh, and he's got this. In my dream, there's this like drum room
Yeah.
where the ceiling moves up and down. You know, so you can get like real tight drums, like,
Yeah.
and then you can get like big ones if you move the ceiling up.
Echo chamber.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
like
it's on, I guess, some kind of pulley system.
Yeah, interesting.
Drums.
That's in your dream right there.
Yeah,
It's a very specific dream. I love it.
I know.
love
I
it.
think that might be real life too. Doesn't he have the moving ceiling?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's real life.
yeah.
I was gonna
Epic.
say I saw Moon Hooch a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
at the Broadberry in Richmond, and
I'm not familiar with them.
oh, you should check them out. It's
Okay.
just a drummer
Moon Hooch.
and 2 saxophone players, and it's
Sick.
like nonstop. I was calling it EDM.
Yeah.
You know,
They're like street performers originally.
yeah, it's pretty
New York City, like subway street performer.
Okay, cool.
heavy
cool, cool.
synth stuff, but like controlled by saxophones.
Yeah.
And I think a recording session with them would be really fun, especially as a band
Interesting.
that only has 1 horn player in it. Like
Yeah.
getting those other sounds in there would be sick.
That would be cool. Do you guys have a favorite band you played with on the road? I'm sure you guys have been out with some great bands, right? On these big festivals and like touring rounds and everything. Do you guys have a favorite couple of artists you played with? Like, who's somebody that fucking knocks your socks off when you play with
Bellas Bartok's really great.
Yeah?
Check them out. Yeah, they
Okay,
got
I've
a
never
unique
heard of
sound going on. They're from the Northeast.
Really?
Their Instagram bio is good too. It's like
Okay.
folk. What is it? What is it?
Barefooted freak folk.
That is an
so. I
original
think that's
bio.
what it is, yeah,
Love that.
They're Gogol Bordello esque, if you know
Okay.
that band as
Yeah,
well. But
barely,
worth,
I think.
worth checking out.
Visibly. How about you, right here?
I like Underground Springhouse.
Me too, man. Those are nice guys. They did an episode last week with me, so love those guys.
Nice.
We've gotten to open for Leftover Salmon a few times, and I'm a big fan of them.
Really?
And
That's awesome.
That's real cool.
Hey, anybody
Keller
else?
playing with us was pretty cool.
Who was it?
Keller Williams.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
He was in a different sphere of mind that when sitting in, but it was.
But damn, it was so cool.
It was cool to just look over and be like, "Damn, Keller's playing with us right now."
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Yeah. So I was like, we're gonna play Lunar Dude, which is in G Mixolydian.
Yeah.
So I went up.
Is that like pentatonic or no? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, it's the G major scale, but it's got an F instead of an F sharp.
Gotcha.
It's got a lowered seventh.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, Keller, it's in G Mixolydian.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know what it means, but I'm gonna mix a lot of that in there.
What the fuck?
I was like, damn, this guy's a legend.
Beautiful. Anybody else have any favorites? Pretty much covered it.
I would like to say I love playing with the Vagabonds. It hasn't happened in a minute, but I'm on a couple of their like live recordings that they keep telling me they want to release. So I hope that they do it eventually because I've heard it and it sounds like Georgia Fire.
Those guys are so nice, man. Love those guys.
I love playing with them. I think it's really fun because it's so different than playing with this band. Yeah, it's a good time.
What's up? Is that Fruity? Fruit
is here.
What's up? All right, well, let's wrap it up here, fellas. Thank y'all for coming on. I really
Thank you,
enjoyed
Dave,
it, man.
always.
It's a
Really
pleasure to meet
appreciate
y'all,
it. Thank you,
man.
Jameson.
I want to thank the show sponsor of today. It was Clark's Collective, bar next door. I don't know if you guys have ever been. They're really great. They've been great for the show. Wonderful
What's it
guys.
called?
Clark's Collective. Literally
Okay.
right next door at Georgia Theater. Great spot.
Okay, nice.
They've been getting bands in. It's cool. Great spot. Y'all check it out. Thank y'all for listening in. Thank y'all for coming on, man. I fucking enjoyed it, dude. Great to meet y'all. I'm excited for the show tonight. It's gonna be my first taste tonight. I'm
gonna be
fucking
fun.
excited, man. All right, cheers, fellas. Let's give them a wave for the thumbnail, all right?
Bye-bye.
Smile. Bye. See ya. Nice.
There's a glitch, a picture the system.